Me judging myself based on what other people were putting out there was not healthy for my relationship with my own productivity.
So I've been brainstorming better ideas for what to do for videos, because I know sometimes these morning talks are not the most interesting things, but one thing I did realize was that back in January, so I took about a 40-something day break. I think it was from December 20th to January 31st that I took a break from making YouTube videos. And the most painful part of that was knowing that I had just been getting some success at the beginning of December, end of November, when I dropped the video of me getting a haircut by one of my students. And I think at some point I started saying, like, all right, it's a new year, I want to rebrand, now that I've had some success, I want to change so that I'm like branding like a real business. And I got caught up in trying to do things right. And I think one of the important things for me through this whole process of making videos has been having a consistent want to make stuff every day. I made a video the other day about resistance, and I talk about the War of Art book, which I read last summer, which really talks about there's so many things that are going to stop us from creating what we really want to make out there. And I've noticed that every time I go to watch someone that's maybe my size channel, or like maybe a couple thousand ahead of me for subscribers, I always notice they usually have better quality content than me. Their content might be different than mine, however. Mine is meant to be motivational, it's meant to be authentic, so I'm giving you a piece of myself, and it's meant to be something that I'm hoping that people will enjoy over time as they'll get to know me through this form of media. And so, for example, my friend Cecile, she has, I think, a couple thousand subscribers on hers. She makes really great stuff. One thing I noticed when I made my morning routine video back in August, it was me talking about my routine. Then I watched her video, and she showed the actual routine, which was like 10 times more enjoyable than just hearing me talk about it. It was her doing her routine over some music. It was just such higher quality that I started judging myself and started thinking to myself, my quality is not that great. Like, I really need to upgrade if I want to go anywhere. And I remember watching that video was one of the major things. I was judging myself based on what else other people produce. I ended up, after that, watching a couple others morning routine videos because it was in the suggested area, and I realized at some point that I was like, you know what, I'm not adequate, like I need to make much better stuff. And I made a goal for this year to make 104 quality videos. I wanted to make 2 per week, but I wanted them to be higher quality. And at some point I realized how much that was dragging me down. Me judging myself based on what other people were putting out there was not healthy for my relationship with my own productivity. So I stopped. And since then, I've been making just a lot more videos. I've not had the highest quality, as it's me in my car talking to a camera. Yet I think it's important, at least for my own creativity, for my own productivity and my own self-confidence, to keep making some of these. And I'm starting to see one that I really want to make in the near future is why I proposed to Alyssa in 93 days, and the math for why that has worked out for me. So I think for all artists out there, all YouTubers out there that are making content that are judging themselves based on what other people are putting out there, be real careful. If it's inspiring you to make better things and you're making better things because of it, great. If you notice you're watching other people's stuff and you're getting really disempowered about what you create, maybe stop and just think about what you enjoy doing. Don't worry about the other success, especially if you're working on your own. Now, if I were working in a business, right, if I were the video person for a small business, I would think more carefully about quality, right? If it were money on the line. Right now, it's all creativity. If I keep building my resume of content, I think people will start to see that they do like listening to me. Sort of like Gary Vaynerchuk. He made 1,000 episodes of Wine Library TV before anything really great happened, before he went on the Ellen Show and Conan O'Brien. So that's part of the reason why I'm not necessarily upgrading all my quality, because when I start judging myself and I start trying to put in all those hours, I start having an unbalance in my life, and it's just not worth it when that happens. I love seeing the 10 or 20 or 30 views per video. I love being able to make that small impact on those people. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this talk, please subscribe. If you saw some of the things you were judging yourself on, please put it in the comments below. I'd love to hear them. And stay weird.